These Lhurgoyfs are pretty good.
Only shooting stars break the mold.
Hello everybody and welcome to Brawl Stars. I'm Amy the Amazonian and today I'm playing with Disa, the Restless. Disa is a Lhurgoyfs commander, either making Lhurgoyf tokens or reanimating Lhurgoyfs just by putting them into your graveyard. Whether you're discarding them or milling them or entombing them, you'll be getting them into play using Disa's ability. And this deck wants to deal combat damage, so it has some big chunky jund creatures that are good at hitting face. I'm also running a lot of variety of types. This is essentially a delirium deck because I want to make sure that not only am I getting Goyfs, but the Goyfs are as big as I can get them by putting in, well, artifacts, enchantments, even battles, planeswalkers, and kindred cards in order to maximize the size of my Goyfs. In this deck, we are running a lot of Goyfs, including two that just got added to Arena, Lhurgoyf and Lhurgoyf. Lhurgoyf especially is one of the most incredible cards, and in this deck where you're making those Lhurgoyf tokens, you get even more out of it. And of course, we are running like the OG Lhurgoyf right here. What a good card. It's fantastic. It's maybe doesn't see as much play in Modern anymore, but it sees a lot of play right here. So let's take Disa into the queue and start getting them in the Goyf. Ren and 6. Able to recur lands from the graveyard and also deal 1 damage to any target. Eventually, they'll be able to give their things retrace so they can discard lands to recast instants and sorceries from the graveyard. And look at that, they already have a land in the graveyard. But you know what? So do I. I will grab something that has red so I have all of my colors. And I will mill another land here. Somebody's asking, is it Strip Mine Loop? Yeah, usually it's Strip Mine Loop. Oh! But our opponent is doing something cool. They're playing Power Balance. So here's a question. What's the top card of your deck? Power Balance is a card for heroes. It's a card for cool guys and cool ladies and cool everyone's because it's just... It almost never does anything, but when it does do something, it's really funny. And that's why I like it. So I could Invasion of Ikoria for X equals 2, or I could set up Rhythm of the Wild to try to, like, haste out Disa. Or I could Liliana of the Veil and kill the Reclaimer so they can't search for Strip Mine. Now, let me play another Black Source so I'm not hurting myself as much. Do you have a 3-cost thing on top of your deck? No, it's a land. Okay. So Elvish Reclaimer... Not just getting more lands in our graveyard, but specifically can tutor for Strip Mine so they can lock me out of my mana. Which is a problem because my deck is not really one that's that good against that type of ramp. Yeah, rip Liliana. Now I have a Planeswalker in my graveyard, which is good for the Disa. Jarsel. Jarsel can recast the Reclaimer. Dang it, Jarsel. I considered putting Jarsel in this deck. Don't be blaming when we're reclaiming. Just all that Strip Mine looping? Yeah. Blossom and Tortoise. I don't know. I feel like 2-cost Planeswalkers probably shouldn't get you card advantage every turn, but... I'm killing Jarsel because if I killed Ren and 6, they would be able to just bring it back on the recast. They have a Wary Zone Guard on top. More recursion of these lands from the graveyard. Shame I haven't milled any of my cool lands. Ooh, Lhurgoyf. Okay, Disa. Disa with haste. I wonder if they'll trade 2 things into Disa. Yeah, they will. Okay, so they're gonna lightning bolt her. No? Oh, I thought they were gonna block and then bolt. My deck's not secretly landfall. My deck is types matter. It's a Goyf deck. I'm even running some shapeshifters for extra Goyfergy. Pretend that's a word. Bonehorde Trachosaur. Oh, first strike. That makes my life a little more difficult. Well, they haven't strip mined me yet. Yet. Okay, I'm trying to pick out what I want to do here. If I Pyrogoyf... 2, 3, 4... Yeah, do you have a 6-drop on top of your deck? Nope. Okay. I'm going to search my library for Pyrogoyf. And I'm going to give it a +1/+1 counter so it deals 5 when it enters. Great. Now I'd love to attack you, but I gotta attack face so I can make another Goyf. And they fetch. Let's see if are they fetching the strip mine? Yep, there it is. Right now, they can get this back out of their graveyard twice in the turn. Ren and 6 can do it, and Weary Zone Guard can do it. But thankfully, I have these 2 in play. So that's... Like, I'm not dead and doomed and damned by that. I'm okay. So they're trying to cut me off from red mana. Great news, all the cards in my hand are Golgari. And one of them makes red mana! Radia, landfall is going to let them draw and discard. They probably don't have that much Saga stuff. Maybe they're running Titan. Summon Titan. Do you want to strip mine me again and then again? Yeah, probably. At least that's tapped. Fairy Zone Guard. Are you strip mining me again? Chat, people in chat were starting to, like, you know, lose hope that they were gonna strip. No, of course you're gonna strip mine me. My lands. So rude. Oh, look, a land. Utopias Brawl. Okay, so if I play Hierarch, they'll get that. I'm gonna go for Haste. Hitting Radia. I'm not attacking alone, so we will go... I only need to hit face once, and then I think... Yeah, this should be lethal, because of the Goyf token. Nice. How do you stop it? By killing the opponent. You destroy half my lands, but I have the power of Goyf stuff. GG. Prototype X8. Duplicating things by, well, killing the original and then replacing them with a robot clone. I didn't have all my colors in that hand, so I mulliganed. And I like this. I have a Deathrite Shaman, which, combined with these various fetch lands, should mean I both get Graveyard Hate and Ramp. Yeah, Prototype X8 costs 8 mana, is an 8/8, but can cost as little as 2 mana, as long as you get enough creatures in your graveyard. Yeah, put critters in your graveyard. I could gain 2 life. Solar Transformer. I could Witherbloom command that. I could just, like, bat. Croatia. Okay, reanimate. Hollow Marauder. Consider Quantum Riddler. Warping creatures out with prototype X8 is also really great. Since you kill the original, even though you cast it for the warp, and you get a full cost one. They could also just warp this here because it's good card advantage. First, they'll consider. What are you considering? Considering a Baleful Strix could enter the battlefield ability. Good for doubling up. Eat up that land from my graveyard. And try to put another land in my graveyard. Ooh, or do I just want to kill the two things I have? Let's do this. Prototype X8 is cool, yeah. This is the first thing I had built from the Alchemy set. Thankfully, there also is self-mill deck. I say thankfully because Disa wants lots of stuff in the graveyard, lots of types, lots of things. And like right now, we have instants, artifacts, and creatures, a sorcery, a planeswalker, lots of different types for Disa. Well, not for Disa so much as for the Goyfs. I took a land out, though. That's right, Shaman can sometimes be a number go down. Can you put another land in the graveyard, please, for me? No, that's all right. I'll throw down this Lhurgoyf, deal 5 to their face, and then swing in for 2. Lhurgoyf is so nice with Disa. This and Barragoyf were the two Goyfs that they added into Arena that got me to build this deck. This is one of those just like Jund beatdown cards that I've wanted to build, but I needed an excuse to build it. Yeah, it's like kind of a Dimir sacrifice, sometimes a Dimir self-mill, sometimes a Dimir blink commander. It's doing a lot, and it's doing it well. Alright, I need that land, so I'm going to bind this Quantum Riddler. Look, I'm discounting your commander. And swinging for lots of damage. They're down to 9. And I don't even know how much this costs, because it does not show the discount here. There are 2 creatures in their graveyard, so this costs 5. Right? 7 minus 2? Yeah. Alright, and I'll discard, Children. I'm a sick gamer making sick plays. Yeah, I'm literally on a cough drop right now. Alright, well maybe I can mill a, or surveil a land into the graveyard here. There we go. Because I want to play Disa. Swing in with both. Which means we get a Goyf, which means we win the game. This fresh Goyf deals 5 to any target. GG. Ishkana Graph Widow. Oh, somebody's getting ready for Spider-Man. We're going to be getting a whole lot more spiders in Arena soon. And Ishkana is going to be making even more spiders. I guess I'll just bring out my Changeling Outcast. He's just a little guy. Broodheart Engine. Nice. Does some surveilling and then some reanimating. And if I can get a creature in my graveyard, I might be able to exile that before it does anything too nasty. Broodheart Engine was actually in this deck when I started because it is a reanimation piece that surveils. But I took out a lot of self-mill and a lot of reanimation from this deck to make it a bit more mid-rangey, just punching stuff. And that's how it goes. All right, so now I have a creature in the graveyard. I can either play Domre or I can Mass Vandal. And I should probably hit the Elspeth's Nightmare so they don't make me discard other stuff. Great. I can hit that with Binding. They put a Shoulder's Edict in the graveyard. I guess it's not worth killing. I don't know how quickly they'll get to Delirium. We'll see. Hey, I think they get there. They've got land, instant, sorcery. They just need one more type. Because you don't want to play Ishkana until you have the types. Oh, she be lobbing. Does that get them? Okay, in that creature. So now they are in fact delirious. Congratulations, you're delirious. I don't have anything to bring back off Relatia. I could still play her. Or I could Binding. But if I Binding, I'm less guaranteed to get out Disa. Let me see. What could they reanimate? Ah, Boggart. Also, setting up Alicia is kind of nice. This is tricky. I think I'll go for the Domre. It just gets me one more damage on this turn. But it's making sure that I have 5 for next turn. Shelob will be sweet. That's going to be, I would say, priority 1 for me to remove if I'm able to. Hi, Ishkana. Look at you and your spiders. For the purposes of defense and offense, we've got this available, that available. I don't have a good way to get damage through, so I will use the Binding. Yeah, I'm going to use Binding on the Ishkana because I can use this to get past the ward on Shelob. Do we have Giant Spider on Arena? I think we have Giant Spider, Mammoth Spider. There's a couple. Nice. These get Death Touch. If my creature dies, it becomes food. Let's grab Underground Mortuary. Vraska can go in the graveyard. What else can go in my graveyard? No, Henge on top. I like Henge. Henge can stay. What do I pick? It's Shelob. Yeah, they're doing the leave one back. Just in case I'm trying to trick them into getting them to sacrifice it. It's a weird, like, psychology of these spells. Liliana, the last hope, very good at killing mana dorks, but can also mill and bring back creatures. So they're gonna shrink my Speed Broodstalker.
I'll stop when I get my answers.
Spiders. Spiders versus Goyfs. Ooh, they shrank it so they wouldn't have to pay as much life on Deluge. That's smart. Do I just, like, breach? I think I just breach here. Listen, you're doing graveyard stuff. I'm doing graveyard stuff. I could grab that Speed Brood. Taking the Shelob is kind of tempting. Ooh, Swarm Weaver. Ren and Realm Breaker also lets me self-mill, though. Oh, goodness. But I should probably get this out of their deck so they can't bring it back. But, oh, wait, I'm going to kill that. Unless I wanted to grab my own Overlord. The Bale Merc. This gives me a lot of good things to attack with for Disa, though. Oh, choices. All right, I'm taking Swarm Weaver. Which is not a spider. It's a scarecrow, but it buffs your spiders. Okay, cool. Yeah, Breach is a great card. Especially if you're, like, doing graveyard stuff. It's a real nice card. Like, now I could use Alacia to bring back, I don't know, Bat, Satyr Wayfinder... Masked Vandal, exiling this. Because they have Broodheart to reanimate. But you know what's interesting about that big scary spider we were looking at? Shelob? She does not have reach. Shelob does not have reach. So these little flyers, they can get by. Ah, that has reach, though. That's okay. We got... Oh, yeah, you're an insect. You get death touch. Oh, that's so sweet. I guess I'll give you bug token. Was that ward 2? Yeah. I could have tenged instead of doing this stuff, but I know what I'm here for. Bugs. Bugs! I want to make it so I could block without everything else being turned into delicious snacks. Wow, that's a big goif. They'll be able to boggart one of our graveyards if they want to with this, or they could just go for Shelob again, but at that point it would be post-combat, so I'm not as worried. Breach is, yeah, Breach is what like a 7-mana spell should be. It's like a big explosive spell. It has the chance to not do that much. It's not like a game win, but it does a lot. And if you have graveyard synergy, it's even better. Okay, Casualties of War. There goes all my cool stuff, including my stolen goods. It was a good move, though. Do you want to swing in? Do you want to eat your bug food? Oh, you don't have 2 mana to eat the bug food. Bug snacks. Nice. We got 7 types in the graveyard. They're bringing back Liliana. That's a reanimation spell. It's 2 mana for 2 mana. I could Disa again. But I kind of like going for Alacia, seeing what I draw. Ooh, Lhurgoyf. That's such a cool new goif. Okay, it's new for us. It was actually part of this pre-con. But it's new to me. Delicious bug snacks. Yeah, this goif is awesome. This and Pyrogoyf are so good. Okay, and I can grab any of these. Let's go with the bat to hit the Liliana. Daymil. No new types were added to the graveyard. Yeah, we're both Delirium decks. I ran into a winter once when I was playing this, and it was very much like the stare down of, are you gonna start milling first? No, are you gonna start milling first? Maybe. They ended up playing Mesmeric Orb, filling up both of our graveyards, so we both had a great and wild time. Damnation! They have wiped the board of all the creatures. Let me see what I get off a Bloom Tender. Oh, another little goif. Yeah, it was like, after you, wouldn't you like to mill? Yeah, I was so sick yesterday, I didn't record any of the footage, but I was playing this deck for a couple hours. Satyr Wayfinder, mills, probably gets them a land. Yeah, it gets them this Prismatic Vista. What do you get off Liliana? What is the single most incredible card that they could get out? The thing that blocks me the best is Swarm Reaver. So I wonder if that's what you grab. Overlord lets you get more things. Yeah, but this gives you 3 blockers, 2 of which have Death Touch. Until they don't have Death Touch, because I have Ravenous Chupacabra. All according to Kaikaku. It ain't lethal yet, though. Let's use that Bloom Tender. And I will now play my very own Liliana. Speed Brood. I have enough to Overlord into Speed Brood. And that lets at least one of my attackers get through, and I get another goif, and then, yeah, all is good. All is good. GG. Samut, Vizier of Noctamun. Samut will be drawing cards when fast creatures that enter that turn, hit your opponent. Not a good blocker. have a little removal. I think I could still keep this. They'll probably also have like a turn 1 Ragavan or a turn 1 Mana Dork. Knowing Samut decks. Let's grab the green-red. Stomping ground. There it is. Step on it. Nice. Behold, monkey. We got a burnt catacombs. They're also fetching. And what do you find when you fetch? Stomping ground. Oh my gosh! Like, same hat. What is this? Mox Amber? Okay. Ooh, a Hobbit. I'll swing in with Ragavan. See if I steal anything I can use. I did not. I will check out their hand with a Deep Cavern Bat. Domri, Bridgework Battle, Untimely Malfunction, Gilded Goose. Alright, I'm gonna hit the Domri and play this Hobbit. If they want to hit me with Samut next turn, they can. Untimely Malfunction is cool. Lets you, redirect kill spells or destroy artifacts and occasionally just, like, get damage through. It's flexible. It's fun. I like it. I don't usually put it in decks, but there are definitely places for it. Alright, I could block to prevent them from drawing a card. I'm just going to let them draw. They also can play the Goose because they have 1 more mana here. They're bolting the Hobbit? Okay, never mind. I thought you were going to play Goose. I will let you draw again, getting rid of Samut here, so I can hit with my monkey and either get out Lizard Blades or the Orb. Or I could just, like, bank the mana to try to get Disa out next turn. Yeah, I'll do that. If I draw a land now, I'll be able to play Disa and hopefully attack an untapped land. Has anybody been mean to me today? Well, I've told them explicitly not to be mean to me because I'm sick, but they're not listening. So they're playing Nova Hellkite, but they warped it in, so it's going to be recastable on a future turn. And they killed my bat, which will bring back this Domri. Domri's so great with this kind of, like, punchy deck. I don't even need to crack that. And I wonder if they'll block. I think you do block because of Disa's on hit ability combined with Ragavan's. Like, how much is your Goose worth? Is it worth a Goyf? Whoa, they let it go. Ooh. Yeah, I'll take that. That's cool. I got me a 3/4. Hopefully I can make that bigger. And we got lands, creatures, instants, and graveyards. With Domri, they could cast, like, Nova Hellkite, too. Because it would turn on that Mox Amber. The Goose Garage.
With animals my entire life. Explains a lot, actually.
Here comes Nova Hellkite, killing Ragavan. And it has haste, but do you keep it back to block? No, they're going in. Bringing me down to 12. This is a Lhurgoyf. Blizzard Blades is better. So I will put this on Disa so she can get 2 hits. And swing in. Bring them down to 2. Nice. I wonder if I should have swung the Goyf at Domri to prevent a fight. I don't know. I don't know how much damage they have here. Because math is for blockers. What does a goyf mean? Oh, Tarmogoyf. Tarmogoyf is like the main goyf people think of. It is part of the Lhurgoyf family of creatures, and they are creatures that scale based on typically the types of cards or number of creatures in graveyard. One of them, the new one, cares about things in exile. It's not in this deck. But yeah, goyf is type. Goyf is creature type. They're making mana. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because the goose doesn't have anything. And how much damage do they have that I know about? 1, 2, 7, 8, 9 potential damage. Not quite enough to kill me. Oh, Green Sun Zenith. What do you get? What 6-drop changes the tides here? Kogla and Yadaro. They can fight Disa or they can haste in. So that forces me to block, but how much do I have to block? Okay, so that's 6. That would just be 10 damage. So I don't need to double block this. Because math is for blockers. And I attack in. And I goyf him to death. GG. Oko, the ringleader, oftentimes gets played with things like Vorinclex and Doubling Season, so they can ult him right away. I guess I could keep this hand. I've got all my colors. I've got a little early removal or filtering. I've got ramp in painful ramp. But yeah, this Oko, if you're able to -5, making copies of Oko with this ult available, you like have a Doubling Season version of him. You can do some wild infinites. All right, they went first. I drew some more removal there. And Ambassador of Avendo, a nasty new landfall card, which will buff lands in their graveyard. This is the sort of card it's like a secret threat. The more you let it sit around, the bigger of a problem it's going to get. Because as they get fetch lands and things like that, they have a higher chance of finding the lands that have, whenever its land becomes tap, draw card. And it's not like you tap it to draw a card. It's you're tapping it for mana and it will draw you a card. I'm not super happy with the design team for putting this card forward. Like, Landfall didn't have enough, guys. Am I not dealing with too much of this? That's right, Shaman might be able to eat that out of the graveyard. This sure is a format. Sure is. I'm going to go for Fear of Missing Out. We will discard Speedbrood Stalker. Okay, Cavern of Souls. And shock in this Deathrite Shaman. Have I thought about updating Otchick with the new bugs? There's a couple new bugs. I'm happy we also have Grist to add into Otchick now. I don't think I'd be updating it soon because it's only like, I guess, 3 sets old. But it's cool. Okay. Shadow of the Second Sun. Gonna do some nasty untappies. I'll name human. Exile a land. And play Disa. Can't be countered, but there's other ways that they can deal with it on the stack. Okay, they're using their mana with a Planar Genesis. Yeah, there's actually more Goyfs, I think, than humans in this deck, but I want Disa to resolve. And Any deck that plays Shadow of the Second Sun is doing some nasty trickery. They block so I don't get a Goyf. Aw, no Goyfs. They got 6 mana. They can't bring out Uro, because I ate up a land from their graveyard. Springheart and Nantuko can help them go wide, though, especially with some extra land triggers. And they could even play Oko here, making more blockers. No, they're going to draw. And I believe then discard 2, because they have not committed a crime. Only crime they've done is playing bugs. They drop Chrome Mox, Hinterland Harbor. And then because they committed a crime, they become a copy of Springheart Nantuko. And get more bugs. Do I think they have a counterspell in hand? Or am I going to be good to go here? It's a matter of, do I want to try to bring out Liliana and Speedbrood Stalker them? Ooh. Well, I'm gonna try it. Oh, good. It went. Speed Broods is my pick there. And I'm feeling maybe Nadu, protect myself from them touching my stuff. Or I could go for, like, I don't know, setting up landfall things. Nadu's just, like, generically good. It will help me attack planeswalkers. Yeah. It's going to be Oko. They can choose a bug just to, like, make sure. Ah, they went for that. Okay. And now I have Yippee Delirium. So I will attack with both of these, untapping Disa. Oh, that triggered Nadu. I mean, I knew that. I knew that was going to happen. I totally pay attention to my own triggers, for sure, definitely. Bamboozled. Yeah, I guess they thought that the token was going to be my priority, or the token maker. No, it's Oko, because I don't want you to combo, even if they don't have it there. It does not show where you're hovering during the Speedbrood Stalker pick phase. I think that it even keeps it muted for like an extra second. Uro's coming into play. We'll draw them a card. Put maybe a land into play if they've got an extra in hand. I imagine they do. Yeah, it's Goyf time. You guys like Goyfin? Oh boy, oh Goyf. Let's see. Oh, and they will concede. I'm going to continue to get additional combats. I can use this Stump Stop to get rid of Uro, and I'll be attacking their graveyard too, using this. We start getting Goyfs, we start getting good, we start getting huge, and we win the game. GG. Raphellos, Llanowar Emissary. Despite how nice and fast this hand is, it's probably still too slow for Raphellos. I've got some haste. I've got some Goyfs. I got a little bit of hand hate. But I don't have removal for Raphellos, and this hand doesn't either. But it does have Ragavan, which might at least push them to trade. I'm going to put Rhythm of the Wild back into the deck and start with a fetch into... Where's my... Go red. Disa. Disa's Ragavan. A goose. Oh yeah, Raphellos, by the way, his number one enemy is probably 6. Which is so funny to me. Like, oh yeah, because they can, Ren and 6. We can just kill Raphellos over and over. Do I want to tutor for a 1-cost thing? No, I'm going to name human. I'm just going to ramp. Monkey's an honorary Goyf. Monkey helps me cast Goyf. Also, this is a good evasive creature, so I can, like, dash it out if I'm trying to deal face damage. Jacoro Von Beater, they give it a 4-month resub. I think it would be awesome to get to play Commander with Voxy and Spice and Sam, Ristic Studies Sam. That'd be cool. Ooh, I wonder if they're like an Elfie deck. That's a Llanowar tribe. They can block. I'll play the Fanatic. I'm putting those lands in my graveyard because I have this Ice Till Explorer next turn. Somebody's asking, how has there never been a legendary Lhurgoyf? There's just very few Goyfs in general. And Disa is kind of the Tarmogoyf legendary since she makes Tarmogoyf tokens. She also, like, cheats them into play. When Lhurgoyf permanent cards are put into the graveyard, you get them out. Yay! Oh, Photon Man in chat says, to this day, the Dan Dan episode of Shuffle Up and Play with George and Sam is your favorite. Well, guess who's in chat right now? It's George, who has Danned and Danned again. Hi, Rafellos. Yeah, they still have 4 mana. People in chat are saying, I'm up against Emotivo. Yeah, a big content creator. I didn't know he played much Brawl, though. It makes sense that they would, like, hop in. He's just like, you know what I need? I need to play Rafellos, because for some reason he's not banned here. Yeah, for some reason he's not banned here. What 2-drop are you grabbing? Some of my favorite 2-drops in Bill... Llanowar Loam Speaker. Or I was going to say, with Rafellos is Bill, because it's a really good mana sink. Okay. I'm going to Surveil and then mill. Because I'm just trying to put more stuff in my graveyard. Because it's good for the Goyfs. What's good for the Goyfs is good for me. More self-melon, please. Thin my deck. Shuffle my cards. Mill and then Surveil, because we're keeping this one on top. Alacia. I'll keep Alacia on top. Pass the turn. Alacia can bring back creatures from my graveyard, like this Pyrogoyf, as long as I can get her big enough. Yes, what does not kill the Goyf feeds the Goyf. This will get them an Elf or Elemental in hand. Probably the best Elemental for this deck, Ashaya, since it turns all your creatures into Elemental or Forest things. Yeah. No, Elvish War Master. Kind of going with the Marwyn prospect here. They could animate a forest. They have lots of mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then Rafellos here. Okay, Awaken the Wood. So Rafellos taps for 9 mana. They're also going to get 5 more mana off Nissa, since these are all lands. A henge? Sure. Get some card draw going. Then start elfing around. They still have 8 mana left. Maybe they'll use some to make a food. I don't have my evasive creatures, but like I could Invasion of Ikoria to find my bat. I will mill first. Mill. I probably shouldn't. Yeah, some of the milling is better to do with Disa out in case I mill a Goyf. It is, in fact, an elf ball, yes. A ballo elf. Who knows? Maybe I'll get lucky. Pyrogoyfs. Oh, wait. Pyrogoyfs already in the graveyard. I forgot. Invasion. Maybe I just grab that Pyrogoyf. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I can kill, I can kill any sort of these. Just a matter of which. Nissa gets some card advantage. This gives them a mana sink and something to buff. So I think I'm gonna hit the War Master. And then pass the turn. Now this is a critter. Nice. Now when I play Necrogoyf, it's based on creature cards. Alright, so we need more critters in our graveyards. Yep. Oh, Disa, you found yourself. Congratulations. They definitely have 7 forests. They have 10 forests. Nissa will draw them a card, get them a basic forest, and then when a forest enters, she will flip. Is 9 power the max Goyf power in Arena for Lhurgoyf and Pyrogoyf? No, it's I believe 10. Because we have access to every single type. Oh, speaking of mana sinks, they drew a finale, and they'll win off that. And we pass the turn, lose the game. Sweet. Tunuk Memorial Ensign. Tunuk will be landfalling, drawing cards and dealing damage directly to me, which means that my life total is something I'm gonna have to keep an eye on as I use my own fetch lands and shock lands. Because, yeah, Tunuk just pings you right in the face. There's also ways that they can increase that damage and do even more to me. I will start with this Prismatic Vista, which I just drew. Getting out red for Ragavan. Next turn, depending on if this hits, I might have enough mana for something like Grist. Start self-milling. Or I might just play Bitter Blossom. Ooh, or Fanatic. Let's see what happens. Ragavan swings in and trades with that. Kind of surprised to see Wayfarer's bobble. I'm going to go for the Fanatic over Bitter Blossom because I don't need to produce the evasive creatures. And if I do end up with it in a graveyard, that's a Kindred and an enchantment for Disa. Well, for the Goyfs. You know what I mean. Grist business. I will plus. Goes a land. I get a bug. We love a bug. And I will surveil with this. More land. I think I have enough. Taking care of Gristness. Yeah, Grist is also one of those dual-typed cards. When it's in the graveyard, it is both a planeswalker and a creature. And the Goyfs like that. Alright, Tanuki coming down while I eat candy. I found this candy in a dumpster. That makes it better. Got Grist's dress. It's made out of bugs. Grist actually is a bug. Landfall gets them a treasure token. And I'm going to get rid of this Tireless Provisioner here. Shouldered. Remove that from play. Is this from when I had gotten peeps out of the dumpster? Yeah, same haul. Nice. And I technically have this -5, but I'm really using this to just like fill up the graveyard and as some potential removal. Hi, Tanook. Weather Seed Treaty. Oh, ramp. Oh, and that's their second land, so they'll get to draw a card. Tap you for loadsy mana. Tap them. Okay, that's landfall, that's landfall. Ooh, Flame of Kelt to increase the damage is cute. I'll hit that. Human. There's my human. I will sacrifice one of these buglings. Kill Tanook. Mill. I need mill. And I'll swing in. For 5. This will make them a token. And then it will give like +2/+2. It's not the most exciting way to get more land in play. Is it time for an updated Grist deck? I mean, this Grist is brand new to Arena. Alright, so we got our Goyf from hitting last turn. Goyf grows. Oh, I milled a Goyf! I've done it! Another bug. Another bonk. Swing in with all of these. Maybe flip over shoulder it after combat damage. Get bitter. And do a big hitter. GG. Achik Emerald Radian is going to be also self-milling because the more creatures you have in your graveyard and artifacts in your graveyard, the more bugs you make. And then when your bugs die, you will be unleashing, well, damage on your opponent and making Achik grow. I think Achik's cool looking. Funny little bug. Oh, they're chilling and vibing. Nice, that's an insect that self-mills. I have a feeling it's just gonna trade into Ragavan, though. Behold. Surveilling! Yeah, somebody was actually asking if I had plans to update my Achik deck. I don't, but I do like the deck. Oh, I forgot Atali's in here. Yeah, when I say my deck is just like kind of mid-range stuff and then random cards I like. Yeah, Atali's here. I think I've only cast it like twice. I think it got stolen from me in a game. Cedar Wayfinder, they're self-milling. Disciple of Bolus. Ooh. I wonder if they've put like Sephiroth and stuff in here. So Buried Alive, I don't want to cast until I have Disa out. It's very much in this deck in order to cheat out 3 Goyfs. Ideally Pyrogoyf, Baragoyf, and Lhurgoyf. Back when I had more shapeshifters in a deck, it could also bring out other fun things. Circle of Land Druid. Okay, so I will be able to, I think, Disa next turn. So I will Ravenous Chupacabra. Here, have a land back. You love land. Keep filling up the graveyard. I need more types. What do we have in the graveyard so far? Land, creature, artifact. That's it? Land, creature, artifact, I think? Wow, we are not casting many many spells other than critters here. Ooh, Rutstein. Honest Rutstein would be a good card for this. I had the other Rutstein in at one point, too. Polluted Delta. And a Cursed Marauder for just 1 mana. R.I.P. Chupacabra. I'm surprised they did that. I guess they want to hit me for 1. Sure. Now, Heart of the cards. I need you to stick around for the turn so I can bury them alive. Uh-oh. Skyfisher Spider will get rid of Disa. Oh, darn. Yeah, their deck is probably mostly creatures and artifacts, since that's what their deck rewards them for. Skull Prophet, more cool mill. I do these two. Hi, Skull Prophet. Oh, no, they're going for the Skyfisher. Okay, sure. Is it time for bugs? Is it time for 1 bugzillion bugs? They can even mill first. More. More! They didn't mill. There's still a chance. No, 8's enough. Oh, now they have double Blood Artist type things. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of the Blood Artist. If only we were Maskwood Nexusing and then milling. It would be so good. But I might be dead anyway. Yeah, with Maskwood Nexus, if I mill creatures, they just come into play because they're all Goyfs. I know it's like a pipe dream, but sometimes you gotta try to live for that. They're victimizing, killing their bugs to return Disciple of Bolas and Blood Artist. And I think they'll just have, like, lethal this turn. Oh. Are they gonna cast that again? Maybe they have a sacrifice outlet. Surprised they didn't attack with all the buggy bugs first. I guess they don't need to. Hi, Topiary Stompa. Come at me, bugs. Even the ones I block still cause the damage. It would have cost 2. They would have done 2 though if Achuk was out. They have an Urborg, right? Yeah, they do. I think Atali's probably my best bet. What do we got? Huh. Why not? Does it help me? No. Oh, maybe I should have sacrificed Atali so I could Atali again. Yeah, that would be funny. Oh, what do we got? Speed Brood. Boggart. Oh, I ordered those wrong. That's okay. Gee, I wonder what card I will hit. I have a lifelinker now, so that's good. Bug. Bug, bug. I lose 2. I'm gonna lose another 2. If they play Achuk, then I'll lose like another 4, 5, and then die. Let's see if they'll do it. Here's Achuk. They make 1 bugs. I will lose 2 and then lose 2 more. I have to sacrifice a creature. Your Boggart Trawler. Now they can attack me. But I have lifelink. So it might not be lethal. I don't know. I think if they can kill the Speed Root Stalker, it will be. Yeah, they just gave this lifelink on Tuesday. Oh, they're enhancing the Grazer. Everybody's coming in. The insects dying are what are going to drain me from that chick. So those are the lowest priority kills here. So we're gonna... you... Because that and this. Is that exact lethal? I think it's exact lethal. Nice! GG, Achik. Raphellos, Llanowar, Emissary. I have a kill spell in hand, so I will keep this. But they are going to be ramping fast, going fast, casting absurdly huge spells more quickly than I can stop them. This is the sort of deck that is a problem. Because sure, I can take out the first Raphellos, but they can just cast him again in another turn. I need lands. Sorry, Binding. I know you're another piece of removal, but I need more. Okay, with Ancient Tomb, I'm going to tap that for 2. Arcane Signet. And then get Overlord of the Baelmerk out. It got ramp, which is great. Domri, Ignoble Hierarch, Blooming. Ooh, I'm going to go with the Domri because that's going to be more ways for me to get rid of Raphellos. Yeah, this is the sort of thing where, like, eventually the other ramp they have will allow them to just cast their big, nasty spells. But Raphellos is the start to it and must be the end to it. You gotta kill it. So let's see. What am I gonna hit them with? I got choices. I guess I'll start with Speed Brood because it uses up the mana I have, and it will help me gain my life back because for some ridiculous reason, by the way, I have more than twice the mana of a Raphellos deck because we got a really lucky start. For some absurd reason, they gave this lifelink. I'm cool with them changing it into like a 3-4 instead of a 4-3, but lifelink? Sure, all right. I mean, I love this card. This is one of those cards that I just need to like print some proxies of it into paper because it's great. It's a really sweet design. Icons! I give it the 8-month resub. Marwyn. I could go for Disa. I'm going to go for this Domri instead. As I said before, I want to gain some life back. Nice. And now I have 2 more kill spells in hand. Yeah, I kept adding more removal into this deck because I kept matching into these sort of must-kill cards like Raphellos. Masked Vandal. That in the grave. Do I like the idea of Jet Collector? It's in this deck. Because we're doing some graveyard stuff. Yeah, I took some of the like self-mill cards out. I left a few of them in, but there's definitely fewer of them in here before. Oh, cool. Actually, we plus red. Bolt that in. Discard a card. I just want to like show off what this does. And we have to decline. And then, bam, free Necrogoyf. Nice. Yeah, I paid a lot of life, but I don't really care, because, like, this. I could have done that and not used up as much life. Cool. Now discard. What is the value of fetch lands? Thins the deck, puts lands in my graveyard, which is a type for Goyfs, and it's good fixing. It can also get me, the Surveil lands, which I can use to put things in the graveyard. Also, winner, winner, chicken dinner. We get there. Another prototype X8. This hand is all 3-drops for the most part, so I'm going to throw it back, and I like this more. I've got a Thoughtseize, I've got some Ramp, I've got Double Strike, and maybe even Entombing a Pyroglyph. I'll start, though, with the all-important Thoughtseize. Let me make sure I'm grabbing a green-black Overgrown Tomb here. I love paying 5 life on my first turn. It's so good. Okay, so Priest of Gix can be looped in that deck. Aether Channeler probably interrupts me the most. Invaluable Strix I'll just need to trade into. So I'm going to drop that. And remember, putting creatures in our graveyard makes Prototype X8 cheaper. Oh, they also got a ramp. I should probably save the Terra Sunder for, like, Overlord. Bloom Tender currently only taps for 1, but can tap for up to 3 mana in this deck. Why didn't you play anything? Blizzard. Lizard. Are you holding a counterspell? This is Lizard. Venser. The fairy that also bounces thing on the stack. I don't know what this is. Oh, it's the fairy that bounces the things off the stack. Oh, they're gonna make my lizards cost more. No, wait. Actually, they're bouncing Bloom Tender. Oh. Okay. Setting me back on ramp. Chat is saying lizard. Chat loves lizard. I understand. I also love lizard. I will ramp. I will mill. I will attack. What did I mill? Oh, I put my battle in the graveyard. Nice. There's only 1 battle in the deck. But it's good for the Goyfs. How cheap is this? Prototype X8 is now 6 mana. Okay. Heart Stabber, I think, mills when it dies. Yeah, mill 2 cards and then draw a card. Weird. I have 3 lands in the graveyard, so I kind of like just doing this. Yeah. Don't worry, I'll put those right back in the graveyard for the Goyfs. Oh, hi Scraps. It's always weird when you just, like, feel something against your foot and it's like, yeah, there's a small animal that lives in my house that likes to snuggle my foot. Hi, baby. You wanna come up on the desk? Cat Scraps. She's a needy cat. Yeah, hi, honey bear. I'm gonna go straight for the Entomber. And grab Pyroglyph to kill Displacer Kitten. This gets cheaper. But now I get 2 hits on this. And I can either choose to wipe out all their creatures or deal 10 damage to face. And I know where I stand. I stand in dealing damage to face. Scraps, would you like to come up here? Pyroglyph is so good. This is why I built Disa. It's because of Pyroglyph. I've been putting it off for so long. Scraps, come here. Yeah, come up. Oh, Scraps, you're so good. She was waiting for me to get out of the chair, but honey, I'm sick. I don't feel like getting up. I'll pick you up and put you up here. Everybody say hi to Scraps. Scraps, say hi to Bumblebee. I went to a party last weekend, and the host of the party gave me, like, a little Bumblebee and an Optimus Prime. I just kept them in my pockets the entire time. It was great. I'm sorry, I'm trying to see around, y'all. right, let's get rid of the 8 thing. And then swing in for lethal? Yeah, that seems good. Fair person, thank you for the sub. And Scraps, thanks for being so cute. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Brawl Stars, and thank you, Scraps, for showing up right at the end. You're so good. This deck is silly. I really wanted to build a Goyf deck, and I finally got the opportunity. It took me a lot of tweaking, though, to try and, like, get it to be where it needs to be. I'm running lots of different types, whether those are removal spells as instants and sorceries, planeswalkers to reanimate, and, of course, lots of cool creatures, some artifacts, and enchantments. I even have a... what is it called now? A kindred spell in this deck and a battle in this deck to make sure I'm rounding out the maximum number of types for Disa and these Goyfs. This deck, though, it's very fun if you like Jund mid-rangey stuff with a bit of self-mill, a bit of reanimation, and of course, the Goyfs. The dream with this deck, though, I didn't get to live it out in this video, is you have Disa out and you bury it alive, entombing the like Pyrogoyf and the other 2 Goyfs you care about, whether that's like Barrogoyf and Lhurgoyf. Like, there's a lot of cool ways that you can do that to bring them out for free. You can even put in more shapeshifters. I took a lot of them out of this deck, but they're still really fun to get to play in this deck. There's never Scraps. If you're looking for my deck list, you can find it in the description of the video. And if you'd like to suggest a commander for me to brew or update, please let me know in the comments. Some new cards just got added to Arena as part of the Alchemy set, and then even more got added as part of a surprise anthology drop. So I have more decks to brew, but I always have more decks to brew. Like, I seriously, I still have Final Fantasy decks I want to brew. I should update Cloud. I should make Cloud. They gave us all of the Swords of Blink and Blank. I gotta do that. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a brawlful day.